What's up YouTube, this is Taran and Schofield. Today we're going to be talking about a Return to Ravnica spoiler. It's Deadbridge Goliath. It's a creature, insect, 4 mana, 5/5, which by itself that is very very good, and it's going to be a rare. It was confirmed on a screen on some, I guess, in that Gen Con. It's got a scavenge ability of 2 green, 4 generic. Exile this card from your graveyard, put X 1/1 counters on target creature where X is this card's power. Scavenge only as a sorcery, so you can't use it as an instant, but it's still a very very good card. This card, it feels like it's got pure value out of the card. It's the limit. I think it's a complete limited bomb if you're playing in green. If it would do really well in if you had a creature that had first strike, definitely. Do well with creatures with lifelink, and lifelink can be quite good in limited because it can almost buy you a turn. But if you've got if you populate a creature from Rootborn Defenses, and then you've got another creature token, and then you got Deadbridge. They somehow get rid of Deadbridge, and then you just use the scavenge ability to put +1/+1 counters. It seems like there's a lot of cards that could be in this set that could actually. Okay, we've only got like 3 cards, but so far the 3 cards have all been something to do with the graveyard in some way. Well, apart from no, that's actually a lie. 2 of them are, and Rootborn Defenses just gives you more, but it's all 3 card advantage cards. Of course, Jarad, you can sacrifice a swamp and a forest to get it back from your graveyard to your hand, and then you get +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard. Well, with Deadbridge Goliath, you're not going to want it. You're going to be using the creature in your graveyard. So I'm guessing you have to find a balance. You either get the bonus of Deadbridge Goliath in your graveyard with Jarad out on the field, or you just get rid of the Goliath straight when you've got enough mana to give him even more +1/+1 counters. But that's how it's gonna looks like it's gonna be. What I'd like to do is actually possibly sacrifice the Deadbridge to Jarad's ability if they're going to kill it, gain the 5 life, and then once you've got the mana open, use his scavenge ability to put the +1/+1 counters on. Should be a very good way of getting Jarad up. So that would be really good. FNM, and of course there's a Chaos draft next week that I'm thinking of going to. I haven't decided on the 3 boosters that I'm going to be taking, or well, I'm probably getting them at the store. So I'll have to see about that. So I'm thinking about going. Well, they say it has to be 1 non-standard on 2. So I want out of Magic 2013 Corsac booster, and then 2 others. I don't know which other 2 to put. I know it's bad, probably thinking of going with a Corsac, but I'm thinking about going with an old Guildpact booster maybe, and then go with something else. Me and my brother Lego Master, we did a couple of videos. Unfortunately, they didn't record that well. In actual fact, I'm struggling to get them up at all, so I don't think they'll actually make it to the YouTube. So I do apologise to Josh. We did record them. It was Mono White Soldiers versus the White Allies Lifelink. It was a very very good match, and I got destroyed in the by using my Delver list. It was Delver versus, again, his Mono White Allies Lifelink. If he plays, he's got Federalized Sovereign, where if he gains 40 life, if he's got 40 or more of a life, he wins the game, and he just seems to get lifeline nothing in that deck. I lost 2-0. That game match was supposed to be recorded. Unfortunately, the footage has been lost and it's been corrupted. It's the same that's happened to the soldiers versus the against that deck as well. So this is going to be the start of my vlogs. It's going to be saying about what I'm going to be doing in the Magic and seeing what everything's going to be going on. I'm just going to get my deck to show you what was actually played. a very good deck. Very good deck indeed. So, this is the card we're talking about here. It's the Fertilized Sovereign again. You probably can't see it at all. No, you can't see it. But that's the card he played with mainly. Then we got the Harder Freeblade. Of course, the allies. Of course, he's got Kazundi, Blade Master. That was a heavy hitter. He in some of the matches he got like three of the guys out in one go, and then he kept on bringing the allies out, and he just kept plus on, and it got really annoying. But it just proves how good the deck was. We've got Ondu Cleric. Again, a very good card. If he's got 2 out on the field, he get 2 activations of that. And there was a point where I've actually lost when he played Join the Ranks, when he plays when he plays the puts the 2 allies on the field, and that's just 2 more activations. He doesn't care there's a 4 mana for two guys. He just looks at it and thinks, yeah, I'm going to get like 7 activations, or maybe more, and he always seems to be at least 4 or more activations. There was twice that he got 7 activations. So it was really, really good. He's of course he's got the Journey to Nowhere as removal. Got a few of them. He's got Path to Exile. He's got Core Skyfisher to reset to I'm guessing to reset an ally. So you could reset the so let's say if he had Ondu Cleric, he could reset the Ondu Cleric by putting it back to his hand, and then getting all these activations again. So it's something you wouldn't think of, but that's how he's playing it. He's got the shield mates because I don't know why. They're defenders, but they kept me back so much. Wall of Reverence, gaining power, and when they're always building up, it's tough. Johnny Goldmane. He's got the Crossroads. Kabiri, that's why he gains 2 life and answers. He's got the Emiria Skyrune, only the single though. I think it's very important for him to get the lands that he needs. And he's got, of course, Path to Exile. He's got a Celestial Mantle to doubling life. Pure finisher, that one. Didn't let him have it, but he's got Armored Ascension because he's playing a mono white. Very, very good card because it gets +1/+1 for each planes and has flying. Very good card. Honor of the Pure. That is the F&M one, but very nice. He's only got the 1 in here. It's quite surprising, but he said he's only got 1. Kabiri Evangel, where he gets protection. This card hurt me a lot. It stopped me from blocking. It stopped me from doing all sorts. His allies just kept running me over. And it was just so annoying. I haven't seen him play the Eternity Vessel yet, so it's interesting inclusion there. That's this deck. The other deck that we do have here is the Illusion deck, which is okay. So here we go with the Illusion decks. So we've got Lord of the Unreal, Frost Titan, good old foil one actually. Fair enough. We've got Blue Sun Zenith. This is pretty much got every single illusion they could ever find, and just get them into any. Well, actually, this is not an illusion at all. It's Lorphos, the Tide Maker. I thought it's Tide, but that's interesting. He's got Royal Elemental. He's won so many games for that. Belltower Sphinx. Whenever I deal damage, he draws that many cards. Oh no, it puts that many. Oh, it's a mill card. And believe it or not, I've lost to this. When we go to the Water Veil, he's actually taken. I don't get this. He's put Eon counters on this and skips his next turn just because he knows he can't do anything, and then he takes an extra turn when he's got all these big fatties, and then just takes me out. No, can never pronounce that. Nakamobi. It's that. Got Counterspell. Very nice one. Fathom Seer. Toleraria West. Is there any zeros in this deck? I guess he could get in land, could he? He could get a land, but I don't know what else he could get. Let me have a look, see if he's got anything that... Hello, phone. I guess he uses... I'm going to question him about that, about his Toleraria West in this deck. He's got an Illusionary Servant, Ava Pigment, the unblockable illusion. That could be a Paralyzing Grasp, another illusionary. Phantom Warriors, the good old unblockables. There seems to have a lot of them. Phantasmal Bear. Gain control of artifacts. Yeah, he stole a Wormcoil Engine with this. Phantasmal Bear. Errant Ephraimon. Islands. Another Fathom Seer from the Jace deck. Jace versus Chandra. He was well gutted. He had the Chandra, had the Jace. He actually lost the Chandra when we went to a hotel. So that sucks. He's got two more. He's got another couple of them guys. More unblockables. Sphinx of the Jar Isle. See, I hate facing shrouds or unblockables. It's a huge pain. You just can't do anything to them. And then the hexproof guys are even worse when they can actually do things to their guys. It's quite annoying, but what are you going to do? You can't do anything really. You've got the unblinking bleb. What a pleb. Cancel. We've all seen that. Another Blue Sun Zenith. Okay. Phantasmal Dragon. Now, he's only got one Lord of the Unreal, and he says he's going to get more, so... Well, he says he's going to get 4. Cancel. Another version. All Elemental. I hate this enchantment, because he's beating me on loads with this. Imagine having a flying Frost Titan coming out here. Well, he's got Levitation to give him that. Levitation really does suck. It just gives him so much things. Another cancel. Another good cancel. Oh, it's another cancel, but look at that. That's a cancel right there. That's a beautiful cancel. This is from the Magic Player Rewards that got scrapped. Wizards, why? God, I missed that program. Another Levitation. Got a bit of turn into the frog action. Blind Phantasm. He's got Cryptoplasm, which does count as its shapeshift. It becomes a copy of another target creature if you do Cryptoplasm gains this ability. So it's a clone. Very good clone. So that's his illusion deck. It's a very good illusion deck, I think. It's okay. It doesn't got the illusions, but it's got finishers. It's got, of course, Frost Titan. It's got Lorphos. It's a very powerful deck. If you don't beat it outright and you're very slow, you're gonna struggle. I've lost a turn to Frog. He's changed like a Captain of the Watch to a 1/1. He's turned an Eldrazi to a 1/1, and then just killed it off. And I'm like, the Kozilek as a 1/1 as a Frog. It's like those magic moments where you just think, okay, we've got a Frog Eldrazi. Excellent. You can still sack 4 permanents, but I've got a Frog Eldrazi. Beat that. and there's a kitten crying. She can wait. So we've got 2 or 3 decks that I've shown off here. I'm looking forward to the Chaos Draft. I've never played in a Chaos Draft actually. I don't know if any of you guys have. It's going to be like, I hope it's going to be really good. I'm going to be in Peterborough doing that. I'll show you what kind of stupid deck I come up with. I'll be posting that online. Again, I do apologise for not having the cards come up really on this video. I am recording off a webcam, which is never really. But this way, I'm going to be recording my series off this, maybe a couple times off my HD camera. But because this is only my vlogs, it should be okay. For Return to Ravnica, I really do hope that there's going to be shock lands, or some special type of lands that are different. Now, we know that there's going to be guilds. It's pretty much been confirmed. The guilds are still existing, but we knew that there was a few that were. We know Niv Mizzet is somewhere doing something. We know there's been a rumour of a blue-red Jace. Apparently there's been a Japanese website that's spoiled a hell of a lot of cards. If they're true or not, I don't know. They could be. A blue-red Jace would be weird. A 2-mana Planeswalker, again, that I'm worried that it's going to be good or not. I've also heard that the Chandra and Gideon's had a mention. That was only due to saying that they've been there, but it's just explaining the story. It's on the Magic website. So that's there's not a lot more to say really, because we're still a mile away from Return to Ravnica. We're still like another month. Another announcement, it was the Grand Prix, the first 13 or 14 Grand Prix, which is it's always good fun. Let's have a quick look at this actually, because it's always good to know the Grand Prix season. Let's have a quick look. I actually forgotten the list, so I'll have a look at the list quickly. And I do know America's got a few. I think they always do. So saying America doesn't get a fair share, but to be fair, it's an American company, so yeah, it's 14. Okay, so the first 3 Grand Prix of the year is Indianapolis, Denver, and Atlanta City. Then we're at Singapore, Bilbao, Spain, Sydney, Australia, and the one I'm going to, London, UK, February 9th to 10th. Very good one. Quebec, Canada. Charlotte, USA. Actually, Canada, that's quite a good one. They already got one. Yokohama, Japan. Verona, Italy. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. San Diego, USA. And Utrecht, Netherlands. So that's your first lot of Grand Prix. I would like to mention that Gatecrash is just a couple of weeks before London, so I'm guessing it's going to be a Gatecrash Grand Prix. That's what I'm thinking. Which is always good. I'm really hoping it's a limited Grand Prix. I always love the limited Grand Prix. When I went to Lyon and London before, a couple of years back it was London. I hope it's at the same place, so I know where I'm going. I actually won a last minute Grand Prix trial, which brought home loads of boosters, gave me 3 Grand Prix buys. It was excellent, and then Grand Prix went from there. But it was excellent. It was a very good weekend. I highly suggest to anyone to try a Grand Prix at least once. You get some really good promos. This year for Grand Prix it's Lotus Cobra. Well, when I first went to Lyon a couple of years back, at least 2 or 3 years ago, it was Umazar Jitte. That was the promo. And the last one, what was the last one? I can't remember the last Grand Prix foil. Maelstrom Pulse, that's the one. It was Maelstrom Pulse, that was the other one. It was they were both really really good formats, and I really enjoyed it. Please let me know, guys, if you're planning to go to any of the Grand Prix. I do know I've got a few Americans that do watch this show. What do you think of the Grand Prix schedule for over there across the water? Do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's fairly spread out? Because I know that over there they quite want the Grand Prix to be spread out, but they also got Star City Games as well. I'm not going to mention it Star City Games or anything like that because I've got nothing to do with the company, and never played in any of their tournaments. I got admit one day I want to try one of their tournaments, but no, it's not me at all. I will try one of their tournaments one day, just not for a long period of time. I'll keep to the Grand Prix, the official Pro Tour plays. Let's be honest, the Pro Play is really the Grand Prix and the Pro Tours. That's how it's always been, that's how it should always be. Star City Games, they've got their own season as it is. To be honest, it's not even worth doing one Star City Games really. You can do one and then you get points or something like that, and then to do anything you need to get more points, something like that. It is scheduled kind of the same as the Grand Prix, I think, but I don't know. If anyone's done the Star City Games, please let me know what it's like, because I bet it is interesting. They do loads of events, but we'll have to see. Please let me know what kind of decks you want to see, or because I'm thinking about FNM decks. What I'm going to be taking it standard. I don't got a clue what to play. In Peterborough, this shop that I go to, it's very random. I think the decks, they play all kinds of different things. It just depends. There's been werewolf decks. There's been all sorts. Of course, with the rotation, I'm looking forward to the rotation, because I think Nighthawk is going to be an absolute blinder. Unfortunately, Delver is going to be huge. Delver is going to be massive. I guarantee the Return to Ravnica is only going to help it. Just because of blue-red, is it guild? I can see so many instant and sorceries that's going to take advantage of Delver. It's going to give Delver what it needs, I think. It just seems like it. There hasn't been any blue or red cards that's been announced yet. So we're gonna. I think everyone's waiting for them. I think they're going to be some of the most powerful cards, and I think Red needs it. Red needs a really, really strong Mythic this time. If it doesn't get a strong Mythic, come on, the last load of Mythics that we've had, it's been Bonfire of the Damned, and then Inferno Titan. I think every single colour should have at least 2 to 3 playable Mythics, and 2 of them need to be creatures, I think. We need at least 1 instant of sorcery that is good for that colour, and then 2 really good Mythic creatures, in least, that's going to make tier 1. Otherwise, we're going to have these formats where we're going to have Sublime Archangel that's going to be huge when the rotation comes. It's going to be an absolute powerhouse. Thundermaw Hellkite, oh, actually, that's a good red one. That is a very good red one, and that will be a powerhouse when I think it will be a powerhouse. I know it's excellent and limited. It could be. It could be a good card. But again, it's all depending on what goes on. There is also Curiosity. It's like the 1 blue if you do something, but it does a infinite combo with Nimizit. It's just insane. Keep drawing and dealing 1 damage. You can't go wrong. It's just, that's an instant game win. If you can't deal with it, that's done. You can't do anything. You've got Nimizit on the field, and you leave it there. You guarantee they're going to play this enchantment just to make them do this infinite combo that kills you. It's just how it's going to go. It's it's funny. I've seen someone toying with a deck that actually plays Laboratory Mechanic, where they draw their whole deck out, literally. They just keep drawing, and then they got Laboratory Mechanic on the field, and when they run out of cards and they go to draw, they win the game instead. Now I'm just thinking, well, why don't they just deal the 1 damage? Because they wanted to win that way. They just kept doing the damage to his creatures, and they wanted to win that way. The other guy had 1 million creatures out, and then he just goes out and draws his own deck out, and then plays Laboratory Manic, or whatever it's called. Of course, I did a video on that deranged laboratory deck. Haven't had any really responses to that yet. I hope that you guys will give it a response. Brewing a lot of Alabaster, there's been loads of responses to that. It's been a complete EDH. Actually, I haven't seen it in EDH / Commander. I've seen it once, where it had Rancor on it. It had what's that enchantment that gives it flying and first strike and vigilance and whatever else. It had the white one where I can't remember. Is it Eldrazi? I think it had Eldrazi Conscription on it as well. It turned into a powerhouse, and it was excellent to watch. But standard, it really just depends what Return to Ravnica is going to bring. Because I think the Angels will do really, really well. It just depends on how the format's going to be shaped, and I think the format's going to be shaped on how the guilds come out. I think we're going to be seeing decks that are based around the guilds. I think zombies are still going to be huge, but outside that, we're going to lose so many decks. It's going to be like we don't got the Titans, we don't got anything else. We're losing a lot of cards. We're losing Mana Leak. We're not going to have good counter magic at all. We could have a couple. We need Remand. I think Remand would be a good counter card. But outside that, we've got Essence Scatter, Negate. I think it's essential that Return to Ravnica has a very good counter card, because we need it. We really do need a good counter magic. I think we need Counterspell back. Just give us a year of Counterspell, and we've got Cavern of Souls to push that out. But we need Counterspell back. I think it's about time. It's time for a new Counterspell. Maybe even it could be a Counterspell with us losing a life or something. If we're in a contract, then we don't have to lose the life. Maybe lose 2 life, but if we're under a contract with Izzet, then we don't lose the 2 life. Maybe. Be an interesting card, I think. Would it get played? I think it would. Just depends. Right, I think I'm going to end it there because I've got a kitten screaming outside and trying to get attention. This is only the first episode of my blog. More will come. More videos will be on the way. I'd like to say thank you for watching the Magic Field vlog. It's going to be more coming. I'm going to give you more of what I'm going to be doing. There's going to be more matches, definitely. There's going to be more pack openings. There's going to be all sorts. So keep watching, and thanks again, guys. This is Taran and Schofield out.